Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a real simple video for you. Basically I just want to show you how to install the new full-sized Magpul grip for the RXM on your RXM. So, you know, obviously the RXM came with the compact, like Glock 19 sized grip. They just came out with the full-size grip, the EHG RG9. So I'm just going to kind of show you what comes in the box, how the two frames compare to each other, and then I'll show you real quick how to install them. It's pretty easy and you don't need all that many tools. So let's get this guy opened up for the first time and we'll see what all comes inside of it. A little bit of an unboxing video too, you know, give the people what they want. Alright, so pretty simple. We've got our frame, full size, and we've got these two springs. One is the, well, they both install right down here where the takedown lever is. So like one's a takedown retention spring, I believe, and the other is a slide stop or slide lock spring. I bet the actual words for those are in here. I'll get back to you on that, but let's compare real quick. So the compact frame is obviously going to be a 15 round grip and magazine compatibility. Now obviously you can run bigger magazines in this as well, but the 15 rounders are what is going to sit flush in the compact. So Glock 19 sized. I've done a video about the RXM, talked all about the frame and everything, and Randy's going to be up here messing around with stuff the whole time, I bet. So hopefully he didn't get in the way too much. 17 rounder here, the full sized, full 17 round magazines, fit flush. Obviously you can't fit the 15 rounders in there. That's just going to fall right out because they're too small. So, I mean, the grips are very similar other than size. So a little bit of an ergonomic difference is going to be your main thing. My hands aren't too big. They're medium large sized. You can see right there my pinky just barely kind of hangs off the end of that compact one. On the full sized, my whole hand fits on there. Feels really good. Obviously I've got a Talon grip tape on my compact. I'll probably get some Talon grip tape for this. I like the Magpul texture. I think it's great. It feels really good. But in the summertime here in Arkansas, it gets real sweaty. So a little bit extra grip is really nice for the summertime, especially if you've been carrying it around in your pants. You know, it gets sweaty in there. So super cool. I can also tell that the full-size grip has a little bit bigger of a magwell on the bottom. It's not a whole lot bigger, but it is a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can see that. Of course, we got Randy back here messing around some more. All right, cool. So what comes in the box, like I said, 2 springs, instruction manual. Let me grab my tools, get them all set out, and I'll show you real quick just how to swap them out. All right, let's move this to the side. Take these springs out. Hopefully you guys can see this. If I need to do close-ups, I will, but hopefully we can catch it all here. So you're going to need a 3 30-seconds punch right there. Stop it, Randy. Put that down. He just tried to grab that up in his mouth. Hey, you need to go. I know, buddy. You can come back later. All right. So first thing we're going to do, also have a hammer here too if you need it. I haven't really needed it so far, at least taking the pins out. So I'm going to push this pin out. It just kind of goes with a little bit of pressure. Bam, easy. And then I use the same pin. You might get a bigger one if you want to, but I just kind of push it out a little bit, and then you can just wiggle that guy out. Bam. All right, so you got that. You can see the difference between the two pins here. The back pin is a real small one. and the front pin shaped to where you can easily fit it in that shaped hole. So don't try to put the round peg through the square hole. Magpul was smart and they gave you a way not to do that. Now this takedown lever here, you're going to want to remove that in order to take out the fire control unit. So I like to get my little punch, apply some downward pressure on that little spring that keeps it in, and then that'll just fall out. Now what you do want to remember is when you're putting this back in, you want this side with the depression in it to face back. So remember that. All right, so cool. What I like to do is kind of note the orientation of these two springs in the original grip. I'm just going to match that with this grip. So we use our Santa mug here. And take this spring right here, which Magpul is calling that the takedown spring. Makes sense. And then the other spring, the flat one, is called the slide lock spring. Okay. So remember that. I'm just going to match this orientation. Actually, I'm going to put this other one in first. That would make the most sense, logically. So matching that orientation. Yeah. And the new frame comes, it's pretty clear how these go in. It's got just little slots for it to fit into. So I don't know if you can see that at all. Try to focus that for you. Nope. Focus. There we go. So that's how, oh, it is. So that's how that's going to go in there. Those two springs. If you need further instruction on that, I recommend you find really close-up pictures online, because I don't think the camera in the video is going to give you a good idea. So, okay. Now that we've got the springs matched in the right spots, it is time to take out the fire control unit. That's really easy. You basically just grab it and you pull it out. All comes out in one piece. Obviously the original springs on the compact grip stay right where they are. Set that to the side. Now we just got to reverse that order. It likes to go in kind of from the back forward. And you'll kind of have to, there we go. Okay, just make sure that your trigger makes it into the trigger hole. But you'll fit the back of the fire control unit into this little notch, and then you'll just press it down. So fits right in. Both of my springs are still right where they need to be. From here, I'm going to go ahead and slide this back in the takedown thingy. What are they calling that? Guess I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. Yeah, takedown pin. Okay. So I'm going to depress this little spring right here. See that? Oh, right there. I'm going to depress that so that I can fit this. Oh, shite. That's the thing about springs, man. They always be springing. Fudge. Push that spring down a little bit. God dang it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna just gently. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh my God. You guys aren't gonna see any of this because I've edited it out, but I have shot this spring across the table like 50 times. It's not complicated. I'm an idiot, but it's kind of tricky a little bit. So what I'm going to do, get my finger on this. We're trying to put this pin back in, all right? That's gonna be your takedown pin. So I'm gonna get that partially in there. And I'm gonna take this pin and apply direct pressure down. And just slide that takedown pin in. Okay, whew. All right. That was way trickier than it needed to be, and it's probably my fault. But now your takedown pin is under spring pressure. Okay, thank God. Okay, now we're gonna take this pin, the front pin that holds the fire control unit in, and we're gonna match it up with the shape right there. Match it up. It's very hard to film this stuff, guys. I hope I'm getting good angles. And I'm just gonna kind of push that in. Just kind of wiggle it and rotate it and get it pushed in there. There we go. And it pops right into place. Easy. Now this pin from experience is a little bit harder to get in, but not bad. So obviously just line it up with the hole here. Press it in part way, and then I'm just gonna grab my pin here and just hammer it in. It's almost there. Once it fits flush with the frame, then we're good to go. Just kind of fine tune it. All right. And then you're just gonna wanna make sure that this little tiny spring that pokes out right here is on the underside. I hope you guys can see that. There, I think you can see it on the underside. All right, so now we should be good to go. So I'm gonna put the slide back on. Bam, there we are. And there is our full-sized RXM. Guys, I hope that was helpful, maybe slightly entertaining because of all my mess ups. I'm by no means a master gunsmith, but you don't need to be a master gunsmith to do this. It's really pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of technique to get things right, but you can see our difference right there. Difference in size. So cool. 17 rounder fits in there nice and flush. Easy. Magpul, EHG. Focus. There it is. Focus. All right, thanks guys. If you made it to the end of this video, and God bless you if you did, vote for me. Gundy's Micro Influencer of the Year. Voting is December 15th, so if you see this after December 15th, 2025, don't worry about it. But thanks for watching. Got some more stuff coming out for you in the future. That's it. Bye.